days later.
What's going on, you guys? I just bought the cheapest Balisong that I could find on the internet shipped. So this was from Amazon, and I got this for, I believe, $6.99, $7.99. I'm sure in the intro you guys can see the price, but anyways, looking at the box of it, this is a Grandway Knives and Tools. Has their website right there, even though I got this off Amazon. Of course, if you know anything about cheap knives, you know it's going to be made in.
It comes from China.
So yeah, without further ado, let's open this thing up. Yeah. So it comes with just a little patch there. Yeah, here it is. So the latch kind of looks like a Springer latch, even though it's not. Kind of mimics the 42s. Now, if you guys can't tell, this is a trainer. Couldn't find a live blade for any cheaper than this. Look at that gap, magnificent. Yeah, so this was on the blade. I don't know if you guys can see that. It does say Grandway. This was the cheapest one I could find. We'll do a tap test. Believe it or not, it has plenty of tap. What's the play look like? Let me make sure this is on camera. You know, the play is really not that bad. Play's not really that bad at all for what it is. I think the reason why it has so much tap is just because this trainer blade is so thick. Like, let's see if I have something else to compare it to. Let's say this glider right here. Glider Terra. Don't mind the tap on that, hasn't been tuned. I don't know if you guys can see the difference in thickness. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up well or not. This one is like insanely thick compared to this one. It says 420 steel on the blade. It has little cutouts in it to, I guess, drop some weight, even though they didn't do any sort of like grind on this. Single tang pin construction. Curious as to when you close it. Okay, so when you close it, the actual blade hits the handle. I was trying to think of what stops it. Yeah, the actual blade hits the handle. So I don't think you could probably get away with designing this any cheaper. However, this is big news. They still used actual pivots and not a pin construction, even though this knife is already beat. Kind of odd. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go outside. Maybe we'll stay inside. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But let's go ahead and start flipping this thing and see how it flips.
One week later.
Alright guys, so after having this knife for a couple weeks now, flipping it, as you guys can see in the little flipping part of the video, I did flip this over concrete just because I was curious how this would kind of wear and tear, I guess. You guys can probably tell it has quite a bit of damage at the bottom of the handles, kind of in the middle too. Tang pin held up fine. The latch is still tight on the closed position, however on the open position you were never really able to close it because the handle material is kind of like a cheaper metal. Some people like to call it pop metal, but as you guys can see in the tang pin cups, they don't really matter too much just because the tang pin actually cuts into them, kind of eats through that metal to the point to where while I was flipping it, if I was to squeeze it, sometimes one of the handles would get stuck, kind of like that. But yeah, overall impressions on this, compared to 12 years ago or so, the CCC's kind of super cheap Balisongs were a lot worse. This one I think is going to hold up a little better. If I was to continue to flip this, I would say it wouldn't last longer than maybe 3 more weeks. Yeah, so overall, the play after flipping it has went up quite a bit, which is to be expected with these. I mean, it's a $7 Balisong. The tap, still less than a Benchmade. My main complaint with this is while I was flipping it, how they have the tank pin set up while you're doing twirls and certain moves. I don't know if you guys can see that. My fingers got ate up by pinches by this thing. This thing will pinch you like crazy. I did not get cut from the edge right here like I thought I was going to. I still think you can. But yeah, overall for a $7 Balisong, if you're new into Balisongs and you're just wanting to get something to learn super basic tricks and you're just wanting to just kind of get a toe in the water, so to speak, I would say go ahead and buy this. I mean, it was $7 shipped on Amazon, and that's with Prime shipping, so I got it in like 2 days. Yeah, you could definitely learn some pretty basic tricks on this. However, when it does come to rollovers and stuff, this thing's going to eat your fingers up. Twirls, it's going to eat your fingers up. But yeah, for $7, honestly, I was kind of surprised with how well it held up. I think this is actually a good choice for someone who's just getting into Balisongs. However, if you do plan on staying, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. If you're willing to spend the money, I would recommend with getting something more like a Squiddy or something. It's like $40 right now, I could be wrong. But yeah, this is kind of my review on this knife. It's super cheap overall, kind of surprised with it. Would I recommend it? Only to people that's just starting. But yeah, that's kind of the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you'd like to see more like this, please drop a comment and a like down below. It really does help the algorithm. I've been trying to get more views and more traffic on the channel. I did buy the cheapest pocket knife on Amazon, and I plan on doing an unboxing, a review, and also a torture test on that. So yeah, without further ado, please hit that like button, comment down below. You guys take it easy.